Hello and welcome. This is a demonstration on the how to create a multiple choice question set within Teachermatic. I'm going to show you how to turn it into a Google form and how to use a YouTube video and transcript to help generate those questions. So first thing, we're on Teachermatic, which you can access from the intranet. I've clicked on generators and they're taking me through to here. Multiple choice questions. If it's not on your front page, then you can search it in the search bar, and I'm going to click use. Pops up like all the others do, and here we are. So, looking at my lesson, where I am, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my program guide. So I'm using the example business program guide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on my program guide, which you should all have by now, and I'm going to do unit 14. That's what I'm going to do. Online business. So I'm simply just going to take and copy that in there. Okay, so simple as that. And copy the topic and put that in there. And then the faculty area study, well, it's business level 1, level 2, that course. I'm going to pop that in there. Simple, straightforward so far. I want 10 questions. Going down, sector is further education. There's a drop-down box that will pop up and you show other options that you've got depending on your level. More about the teaching. Now I could select T levels if I want it to be. I could upload here. So if I'd written a lesson plan, or I'd use Teachermatic to create a lesson plan, I could upload the file into here, and it would help use that as a framework, as a guide to create my questions. And here I've got to paste a YouTube transcript. So you yourself, if you wanted to write in, you didn't have a YouTube video, and you wanted to write in the particular type of topic, or more detail, or more or framework or referencing, you could just write that into any additional information. But here I'm going to use the YouTube transcript. So you can click on the guide for how to do this, but I'll show you. So I've got a YouTube video that's linked to this topic, which is online introduction to business. And essentially it's just what is e-commerce. So what is e-commerce? I'm just going to simply go and click on it. To get the transcript, we go down to the bottom, we click more, and then we say below these other options, we've got show transcript. So when you click that, up at the top, the right hand side, the transcript will appear. Now, what you want to do is to get rid of these numbers. To do that, we'll click toggle timestamps, and you simply just click, drag. It can be a bit funny when you do this. And then I recommend right click rather than Control C, click copy, and you've got it, and then just pop it, paste it into there, and that's all we do. So I've just copied and pasted. So if you think about the steps I've done so far, I've got my program guide, which I've used to frame the lesson and the topic that I want. I've got a YouTube video that I might already have that's linked specifically to my topic, and I've asked it to generate me 10 questions. Okay, so what it will do now, and if you had a website, you could put it on that. So if there's a government website or there's some legislation that we're going to put on, you could put that in there. And I'm going to click generate. Now, while this is generating, what I want you to think about is how long it would take you to create multiple choice questions. Multiple choice questions are fine. The correct answer is easy. 3 incorrect but not ridiculous answers is hard. And look, there we go. It has created me 10 multiple choice questions with the answers. Now, that in itself is quite useful. I could download that. If I wanted to make some tweaks, actually, I want 11 questions, or I want to focus on a few questions about Google, for example, or search engines, I could type in the refine and it would redo it for me. But instead, I'm happy. If I wanted to copy, I could copy it over. What I recommend is you save it. So if you click save, if you don't save it, you will lose it. So I'm just going to save it in business. It's a folder I've set up and it's saved. If I didn't do that and I click cross, that's gone. You have to start again. But here it is. I've got 10 questions and I'm happy with them. I've reviewed them. I'm happy. So I'm going to export. Just click the export. And I'm going to click, if I scroll down slightly, Google Form will appear. Now there's another pop-up that hopefully you can see. Oops, where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Export complete. So it's exported to Google Forms and saved the Teachermatic folder in Google Drive. So I'm going to click View Google Form. And here we go. So I have been talking for not very long. And here we go. It's already created me a 10-question multiple choice quiz with the points that it will mark for me if I complete it. Okay, so it's opened it as the quiz version, but if I wanted to edit it, so I will click here and edit this form and it would pop up and I'd be able to make some changes. So we're going to do that. I'm going to edit, and here we've got here. So, well, what would be handy, and we change the title, so I'm going to go with, change this to online business introduction. Okay, so I've changed the title, I've changed the imagery if I want, but I'm going to put a YouTube video in. So I'm going to copy and paste the link, add video. I've copied and pasted here, and there we go. That's the one I want. And I pop it in. And there it is. So that video is embedded. So now what you can do is I could publish this. I can get the link. I could change the settings, and I just take that and I put that on my Google Classroom. It will appear on the student's Google Classroom. They've got a YouTube video at the top that they watch, and then 10 questions that are specific. They have to have watched the video to answer those. In theory, they can do it. It will capture their email address, and then it will mark it for them. So in that time, you've created a 10-question multiple choice question. The learners have done some pre-learning. They've come and they've prepared. You've been able to check whether they've done it, and it's taken a couple of minutes tops. And that is it. Thank you.